Hello and welcome to another edition of LEAP's Regional Resiliency Report. This month, we'll talk with Luke Hackney and LEAP's own Joe Carr about the Lansing Regional SmartZone and the Business Accelerator Fund program, as well as about the importance of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem right here in the Lansing region. But first, we'll hear from President and CEO Bob Trezise.
Well, hi, everybody. It's been a great month here at LEAP in March. The birds are out, spring is in the air, and we're all getting our vaccines and making great progress toward a more normalized society once again. So we should all feel good and grateful and continue to remember those who have suffered greatly through this pandemic. But here are great things happening in economic development, and there are many great things happening at LEAP in economic development. One is we continue to have our hatching business competitions. These are great pitching sessions. We do them all online right now, and we had a great winner from a couple weeks ago. You can check out the press release below, and you'll hear all about that winner. But it was a lovely event with music and great presenters. And I think we made another great selection. They receive award money and become a real business in our community. The next event we had just last night was the second round of our One and All graduation, a wonderful event. We were very fortunate to have Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist speak at that event, again online. But this was 23 graduates from our second class. These are folks who are all below the Alice poverty, we're sort of working poor threshold. But have great business ideas and need real attention, how to help them become successful small business owners. And we're just so pumped up about the success of this second round of 23. We had about 20 in our first round, and the third round is cranking up here in just a couple months in May. Well, LEAP is very, very busy with projects. Our pipeline is most full right now with projects that are expanding here locally, with big attraction projects that are looking at us. So there's a lot of exciting work going on there. We also have the Lansing Cares program, Mayor Shore and the Lansing EDC. This is a small business grant program that LEAP is administering as part of our contract with the city of Lansing. And you can see down below how to apply for that particular grant program. And then finally, today's feature of our video is the Lansing Regional SmartZone. This is a very crucial and important program that helps tie together the university sort of high-tech commercialization spin-off work with our region. This is where Lansing and East Lansing come together, and we are piecing together Meridian Township as well, and doing some great work there to renew the current tax increment finance and add a new TIF probably in Meridian Township. And bringing everybody together so we can continue to enhance our success with connecting business, high-tech kinds of commercialization activities between the university and our region. Very important work, and you're going to see a lot of exciting news about that. So with that, let's hear in more detail about the work going on right now at the Lansing Regional SmartZone. Have a great month. We'll see you in late April.
Hi, I'm Joe Carr. I'm Vice President of Entrepreneurship and Innovation team here at LEAP, and I'm excited to talk about the SmartZone today.
Hi, Joe. I'm Luke Hackney. I co-own a custom screen printing and embroidery company in downtown East Lansing called RetroDuck. We've been around for about 18 years. I currently chair the Local Development Finance Authority, which I was appointed to via my appointment with the Downtown Development Authority in East Lansing.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about the LDFA and also about the Lansing Regional SmartZone.
Okay, well, they're basically tied together, and I'm sure that Joe can kind of fill in the gaps on this. But the local downtown finance authority is set up to essentially run the Lansing Regional SmartZone. It's a cooperative effort with the MEDC, the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, to basically stimulate the growth of tech-based business in the Lansing region, and via a number of different ways, through a partnership with Lansing, East Lansing, Ingham County, and MSU.
Yeah, and it's one of the special types of organizations because it's unique in that it crosses those municipal boundaries. So we're able to pull together, people from those different institutions, and put an effort into supporting high tech companies in the region. In smart zones, they're throughout the state, but they're for Lansing, one of the key features is our relationship with MSU. That's a big part of what generates talent and technology. And then we've got some really other great resources like the TIC, the Technology Innovation Center in East Lansing, which is where a lot of these startups get their start.
So another way that regionally we're able to support high-tech startups in particular is the Business Accelerator Fund program. So can you talk a little bit about what that is and how that fits into this whole picture?
Sure. So the BAF program is, as we call it, Business Accelerator Fund. It's a program, that's available to the smart zones by way of the Michigan Small Business Development Center and the MEDC. And it's a program, it's a competitive process where people can apply for support for services that they might not otherwise be able to get. So for example, if there's a high-tech startup in the area and they're looking to get a patent, and it's requested by an investor, to have that patent, to have that intellectual property, this is where the program can step in and help pay for some of those services to strengthen that company and secure that investment for our region.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Nail on the head.
So what are some recent successes that we've had through the BAF program?
We've got quite a few. We're a very active area in the BAF process. I kind of picked out three I'd like to talk about. Health Opics is a MSU student startup that's been around for a couple of years, and they were a discretionary BAF recipient. And they recently were invited to Halcyon Labs out in Washington, D.C., which is a pretty prestigious incubator program. And the CEO is Wesley Ma, and he's helping kind of address some of the barriers of language in healthcare. So we're very excited about the success that he's had and how we've been able to support him as well. Another good startup affiliated with MSU is Great Lakes Crystal Technology. They're an advanced manufacturing company that is growing special use diamonds, which is being used, has application in quantum computing, radar systems, and a lot more really very, very interesting applications. So, and the last one I want to mention is Mower. And this is a really great app that people can download now. It's available on iPhone and on Android phones. Where it's a platform where you can request landscaping services, and it connects you with local and small business, that can do that. And it's pretty unique because not only can you request services, but if you want to start your own business, your own landscaping business, they have a side to the app where you can do that. And one of the key features I noticed is that you can put in there, you only want to look for jobs that are within walking distance. So you can literally be a kid with a lawnmower and start a landscaping company through their app, which I thought was a really, really neat feature. And they've had some good success, but we're really excited to be working with them too.
Yeah, I remember it was a while ago now. I think it was warm. And I remember seeing a billboard that was advertising Mower going down Saginaw. And I remembered seeing the name. So it's super exciting. Why is a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem important to the Lansing region?
Go ahead, Joe. I'll tag along, but
okay. Lansing's kind of a unique community. So we have this major university, right? And they're generating talent and the research and technology that kind of comes with it. But the other thing is that, we're home to obviously being the capital. And then we have some industry clusters as well. So you look at the healthcare, we've got a brand new hospital being built. We have a new cancer center with Sparrow Hospital as well, medical device, insurance. So we have a lot of really good, safe and secure industries within the region, and they're all looking to innovate. So I think that there's a growing need for, the talent that's coming out of MSU, the technology, And then I think the community can step up in a way too. You know, we've had a lot of really good startups come out basically just out of nowhere. You know, mowers is a perfect example. You know, I think I first heard about them when I saw an LSJ article. You know, they didn't come out of another program. They just had the idea and they put that together on their own, which I think is absolutely fantastic. You know, and I think that's a big part of the mission for the Smart Zone for LEAP and the LDFA is supporting, you know, high-tech entrepreneurship, because ultimately that's what drives more opportunity for high wage, high growth companies, you know, to get started and to come to our area.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that, I would say hopefully stay in our area. I mean, that's something that we're focusing quite a bit on right now. We're actually funded through a tax capture, a TIF, and we're in the process of renewing that TIF, and that discussion's come on in a lot. How do we retain, you know, these jobs, these companies, these students, and so far, especially through the TIC, we've done a great job at that. I know there's at least 2 companies that graduated from the TIC that are now in the Marriott. I know that you have Michigan Creative, which is now in Rio Town. I mean, that we do have some success stories where they develop here through these programs, through this funding, and they stay here and hopefully build jobs and make the greater Lansing area a more a nicer place to live and a more desirable place to live, especially for young people. There's thousands of people graduating every year, and it would be great if we could get more of them to stay.
Yeah, awesome. I know talent attraction and retention is a big part of our strategic goals here at LEAP. So entrepreneurship is definitely an important part of that.
If you know anyone who's starting a company or you know is looking for support, don't hesitate to reach out to Luke and I, and you know, we'll help however we can.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next month on LEAP's Regional Resiliency Report.